Thank you, Greg. Good morning. I'm József Nyíri, Chief Innovator of IND Group. And on the keyboard, we have Thomas Brown from IND UK. IND is a digital banking technology vendor. We do business in Europe, Middle East, and CIS. There are more than 30 banks who run on IND technology. We help them to differentiate on the customer experience innovation field. We all know PFM has a very low adoption now. We have a few ideas what the reasons could be. We at IND today think that today's PFM offerings are boring. Today's PFM offerings, they just don't give the reason why to use them. So we had the idea to somehow change this. And we have invented a tool which is a personal finance management and planning tool, which we call Story of My Finances. A story, how we define it, is a life event, is a situation which I need to solve somehow, which has a financial impact as well. So we said that let's talk about stories with end customers. Let's try to understand what they want to achieve, what target they would like to set for themselves, and let us help them to achieve this. So let's have a look at the demo, at the tool, what we have invented. This guy, Max, has a quick money bar to see how much does he have free to spend, and we give recommendations to him what to do with this actual money. But I think the most interesting part comes a bit later, or a bit more down, where we ask him, add more stories to your storyline. So if we scroll down a little bit, we can see different stories. This looks like different apps, but these are not financial products. These are not credit cards. These are not loans or insurances. These are about, okay, what is your story? And there are stories which are long-term stories, like retirement planning or buying a home. And there are stories which are very short-term stories, money management stories, like where does my money go, or limit my spending. So when first using it, it asked me, please choose a story to start. So I choose limit my spending. That's an example of how we set up a story. We try to keep it as simple as possible. The tool gives me an idea how much do I earn and how much do I spend every month. I see that I spend slightly less than I earn. So when I click next, it gives me a clue of, I save a little bit every month, but it's much less than what my peers are saving. So, yeah, okay, then I think I should save more every month. So I click on what should I save for. Again, a few ideas of I can save on retirement planning, buying a house. But my story is now that my kid goes to college. So I say, yeah, I want to save for that. The tool gives a lot of hints, clues. Okay, what is the estimated amount of money that I should save up? So I say, I want to save for this. Roughly, regarding my age and how much I need to save for, I need to put aside more than 100 euros. So yeah, because of this, I would spend less. I'm limiting my spendings, and I'm setting up a budget for myself, which gives me a safe room to spend. So, I think that's the part where the magic comes. Of course, we ask the customers, okay, if you spend less money every month, then you want to put this money on a savings account, and we link then financial products to every story. So we link now this savings offer, which has a good interest rate. So I confirm that, read the product, the financial product details, but yeah, of course I do confirm it, and yeah, there we go. I open the story for myself. I have just attached a new financial product for that. Of course, we added a bit of a gamification here, so I got badges and points, and I say go back to overview. Yeah, this story has just opened on my storyline. Limit my spendings. I can see how I'm progressing regarding my goal. So let's switch to another user's view, which has opened already much more stories to his storyline, like my wishes and goals. Most important, everybody has some goals with committed savings or just occasional savings. Where does my money go? Which has a clear picture of my spending analysis. Save for a rainy day, which is very much about not goals, but an emergency fund. If I lose my job, how much time I can cover without a regular income. Retirement planning, of course, much longer, and future spending planner to see when can I reach which of my goals. All of these stories are very much about my life situations and what I'm interested in. But of course, behind each of them, there is a supporting financial product. There is a loan, an insurance, there is a credit product or a deposit product. And if you will remember one sentence from my today's speech, it would be that banks should not try to sell boring financial products. They should try to understand end customers' stories and then support it with financial products. So, of course, you could say that this is financial planning, and this has been done by personal financial advisors so far. So if we would be able to switch to the camera view, we could see that with the help of responsive web design, we have made the tool available on different screen sizes, and we think that the same tool could be used by advisors as well, to help end customers to set up stories, of course, which they can track in their self-service environment. So the bottom line is, think about stories and think about how I can help my customers to reach their goals. We from IND Group came to speak to banks who would like to deploy such technology, and also analysts and investors. So if you are interested more, please come to our booth after the break. Thank you.